I haven't kept up with my
Dude,
Scholastic
I
book
think we
fairs.
looked this up. I think R.L. Stein died, but his son or something like took over. Or that might have been the
No.
Bernstein Bears, actually.
R.L. Stein is still alive.
No, he's dead.
He just did a like
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Hey, he's dead to me.
Shots fired. Local
That son of a
podcast
bitch.
has issue with R.L. Stein.
R.L. Stein writes own book about being dead to Tyler.
After that movie, you're dead to me.
You
more
signed
dead than
off
me
on Jack
than-
Black.
Then your
Then your
dead,
dead
mother.
mother.
Then you're dead, mother.
God rest his
It's my
soul.
favorite part of Zoolander is that in the coal mine TV, they're watching the fashion awards
Yeah.
on the
Like
TV
that would
at
just
the
happen
end.
to be on.
That's my son. That's my kid.
Who's winning the game, Pop?
And
State.
all of them have the same haircut.
Vince Vaughn in the movie, 0 lines, no lines.
Very weird because it came out in 2001. So like
But
he had done Swingers,
if
he had done Made, like
Yeah.
no lines.
if I think about it though, I think that's his first movie as a part of that crew, you know?
True.
And so maybe that was his initiation. Like, hey, you're in the movie, but you have no lines.
I'll do it.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see how
No
you do.
pay.
An initiation they made no one else go through. All right,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Hey, you like to
Squid.
talk a lot? Guess what, buddy? No lines this movie.
You have to just sit there smug and go, mm.
And we're circling back to John Voight again.
6 degrees of John Voight.
We talk about 3 things on this cast: Kevin Bacon, John Voight, what all the young kids are talking about these days.
Nev Campbell.
Their favorite
Nev
actors.
Campbell.
But I know you mentioned the year 2001, Ryan. You know, that's also the year that The Mummy came out.
I had never
Oh,
seen The
man.
Mummy until about a month ago, and boy,
No shit.
does it hold up.
Dude,
Well, that's
number 1 and 2
I don't know
are
anything after that.
amazing.
I literally
Amazing.
don't know any other Brendan Fraser movie after that.
I think I texted
Oh.
Kyle being like, "Is the main bad guy Billy Zane?" And it wasn't. It's some like
Right?
Arab dude.
He's
In
not
the
even
first
one.
Arab.
Exactly.
He's like Hispanic or something.
Yeah, it's good enough. You know,
I thought that was Billy
Egyptian,
Z for a long time.
Puerto Rican. You know, it's all the same. The producers are like, what?
Let's cut this out.
Cut this out.
This will be edited out. We got time.
Eastern
Oh, fuck.
Mexicans.
What did I just do? What did I just do?
Nah, number 1. I can't believe you didn't see it until like a month ago. I saw that in 5th grade, I think. Like
I've seen the first 2 a bunch of times.
I've seen
Oh.
them 1,000 times. I love those movies. They're the most
Oh.
closest to like an Indiana Jones movie that
Yeah.
has come
Well,
out.
Clearly, they had deep inspiration on that because every
yeah.
movie. But that's what's funny is that anytime Brendan Fraser is playing like a leading man, and I'm sure we'll get more into this, it's like a joke on him where you're like, are you supposed to be the cool guy in this? Because you're a huge loser. Like Mummy, what is it? Monkey Bone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Monkey
Monkey
Bone.
Bone, Bedazzled.
Bedazzled!
Bedazzled.
Yeah.
It's that
Bedazzled!
goddamn
There's a-
sunset again.
I was running through his IMDb, and I literally haven't heard of most of the movies that he's been in. And I was like, Furry Vengeance, like I've never even
It's a
heard of this before.
cartoon,
And
right?
it's not really a cartoon. And then I was scrolling through HBO, and it's on there. I almost watched it, and I still might, just to see how
It's
far.
not
I get.
really a cartoon, and it's not really a movie.
But
Eh.
man,
So to some extent, I don't know. I think my favorite out of all those movies has got to be Bedazzled, though. It's so pathetic. It's
Well,
so like, what is
it's crazy
this?
It would
because
live with Hurley.
Oh
Yeah.
man, to give
dude,
props,
it's yeah, looking, of course, looking at
just
Elizabeth Hurley.
ridiculous. That's another
Uh,
friend of the pod. that we've mentioned
Bedazzled
more than once.
is, yeah, of course, I mean, many times. Bedazzled is directed by Harold Ramis, the legend, which is crazy.
Wow.
Oh, Ghostbusters.
So
Harold
it was
Ramis?
his idea to make
Animal House
the
or
tall
Caddyshack.
basketball guy have a small dick. That was his rewrite into the script.
It's so funny, the
Oh, I
Wikipedia,
forgot
like,
Let's
about
give
that.
this guy.
the
this
plot
guy-
description of Bedazzled, it's like it brushes over the plot so fast. It's like, and then he meets the devil and he gets wishes. 5 wishes later, he does this.
Which is the whole movie.
It's the whole thing.
It's an
That's
hour
the
and
point
30
of
wishes
it.
you
That's
get.
the whole point of it.
They're
They
like,
brush
you
over
get
his
it.
whole career too. Like they're just like, he was in this, and he was in The Mummy, and then he was in this, then he was in Monkey Bone, then he was in Bedazzled.
They're like, we know a fading
Yeah.
star when we see one. We don't
Hey,
need to beef up his
Brendan.
Wikipedia.
Thanks for coming in. All right, guys, for my second wish. Oh, we heard it, Brendan. You're gonna have a huge dick again.
Like
For my second wish, please tell that Hollywood producer to stop harassing me.
that goes to my trope though about movies that are all about things going wrong, where it's like, all right, I wish to be super rich, blah blah blah, and then they
But you're
cut,
a drug
but
dealer.
you're a drug dealer, and people are
The
shooting
monkey's
at
paw.
you, and your wife's cheating on you, and it's like, okay, what's the next one? And then the very very crude scenes of him playing basketball. If you thought the Catwoman basketball scene was bad, check out Bedazzled. It is.
It's very
Yeah,
bedazzling.
it looks like the producers had never seen a basketball game. So they're like, I guess, does he do this? I don't like oh
And he's the best basketball player that anyone's ever seen.
That's
But-
the
But
only
he's
thing I
got
remember.
no dick.
I love what that says. Like that's actually not that big of a deal, but it is to him. And he has to go back in time because he has a small dick. It sends a good message to the
I
audience.
can't take it.
Like, you can have everything in the world, but
You
if
are
you have a
the
small
pinnacle of this sport.
dick,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
must
I get it.
reverse course and get a bigger
Still a
dick.
failure.
Take this back.
No. I'm done here. Done here.
Like nothing, everything else is fine. All the girls
No,
want him,
yeah.
but he's got a tiny dick. So get me out of here.
Give me the
I'm out.
Hey, you're at the pinnacle of the sport. You're filthy rich.
She loves.
People love you. But you got a small dick. Get me out of here now.
This is
I'm
unbelievable. This is worse than the last two.
The fuck is going on here?
There's
All right.
always a catch with those genies.
You're sensitive, but you got a small dick. What is with the small dick every time? Do I have to put that in my wish?
Well, it's funny that it's Ryan. It's funny that you're doing that because I forgot about that until you brought it up. I was like, I knew there was something non-movie related that I associated with Brendan Fraser, and it's that.
We were doing
Yeah.
that for a year at least.
Oh yeah. of
Well,
course.
guess what I'm going to be doing for a while. Guess what's coming back, boys?
But then part of that video too was Robert De Niro doing the Martin Scorsese impression.
Not funny at all. Right.
Brendan Fraser thinks it's the funniest thing he's ever heard in his entire life,
That's
dude.
the-
He's never
he
heard a
didn't even-
funnier impression than Robert De Niro doing Martin Scorsese.
Well, here's the inner monologue. I have never and will never work with Martin Scorsese. So let me pretend like I know any idea what he's talking about and go,
When we were working on all those movies that we won all those awards for, the Brendan Fraser wasn't even anywhere near.
he wasn't anywhere near. That's written in the script. Okay.
That's his impression.
Here are the characters. Why
Not
do you have
Brendan
Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser at the bottom? Oh, it clearly says not pictured. So I don't think that's necessary to put your.
He just doesn't
line.
have to be here. You don't have to announce that he's not here.
Oh, but I do. Think about the plot of Bedazzled, which is essentially he's obsessing about a girl he doesn't know. Right? Like
No, exactly. Exactly.
He's in love with her, Ryan. Just
No,
let
it's
the
fe-
man
no,
be
it-
in love.
It's almost kind of rape culture, right? Like he's trying to force her to love him, and she's just trying to live her life. Who knows?
be
Maybe
like,
there's
hey,
somebody-
I actually didn't want to be harassed by a guy in the office.
Can I just
You sure?
please work? my job. I get here. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I want to eat lunch. I come back. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to see you. I go home. Could we repeat that Monday through Friday, every single day?
I forgot I forgot the beginning of the movie is they're just hammering home what a loser he is. And
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser leans into it just whole hog because he's like got the pencil calculator thing and he's the nerd
Guys,
in the
can I
office,
get
but he's
in
harassing
character?
people.
God.
He's like harassing other coworkers and they're like, oh God, Brendan Fraser's here. And like that's the whole movie is this guy is such a pathetic loser. And his arc is that at the end of the movie, he's not as big of a pathetic loser and learn to kind of just relax.
Gets his confidence.
Yeah.
He learns he doesn't need the devil's help.
Which a girl he doesn't know
Actually, he
reminds
kind of
me.
did the whole time. That's actually he did. And if you really think about it,
He did need the devil for that whole purpose.
Hey,
to
I need
find
Elizabeth
himself.
Hurley for a lot more things than one. Uh,
I only
got a
need one
couple
wish.
things. I got one wish with Elizabeth Hurley.
Yeah, I only need one.
I
wish
only
for
need
that.
one.
I only need one wish. That's the
I get
unedited bedazzled.
I get 8 wishes. Whoa.
Sir, I told you you had 7 wishes. You've used every one of them to have sex with me.
All right. Wish number 7.
This time, a beach
How you
in
feeling?
Cabo.
We're gonna have sex on it.
Okay, anything else?
Okay.
Nope.
You realize I'm like an entity, right? This isn't my physical body.
And for my final wish,
You could have whoever you
infinite
want.
wishes.
Infinite wishes.
I'll show
Oh
myself.
my god.
That's in Sweden now.
That's what they need to do. They need to come up with Bedazzled 2, and all his wishes are just whoever's hot these
Cameron,
days.
Elizabeth Early.
Zendaya, you're the genie. All I want to do is have sex with Zendaya.
Please no.
Crazy.
Please,
That's
Mr.
crazy.
Fraser.
That's a psychotic
Cast
casting.
Brendan. They have a remake and cast everybody younger, but Brendan Fraser's still the main character.
So you're a
He's
pathetic
all
loser.
fat. He's like, I'm looking
Oh
at
my
that sex with an
balding.
18-year-old.
I want to fuck Zendaya.
That's always been my dream.
Oh my god.
Bedazzled 2. He's at it again.
He's at it. That's the title. Bedazzled 2.
At
He's
it
at it again.
Can't stop
What's
fucking.
he at?
Bedazzling.
What is he at?
Brendan Fraser's a groper now,
Uh,
getting granted 7 wishes.
Wish 1, I want a huge dog. Wish 2, unlimited wishes.
You didn't even wait to the end.
Cut the shit.
Zendaya here now.
Well,
Not again, Mr. Fraser.
That'd be so fun. Just the ultimate
trying
wish
to-
fulfillment male fantasy. There's no plot at all. It's just a guy getting granted wishes and then the movie ends.
They
Oh,
make
you
like
Brendan
5
Fraser through
movies.
Hollywood. What a guy.
Who do we want next? The end.
I think they were planning a trilogy for it.
So who do you want
Really?
to wish for next? Wait, we got to leave the door open for the third one.
God, that's
Bedazzled.
No,
what
I
we
mean
need.
just a trilogy of unlimited sex wishes.
The Bedazzled cinematic universe, which is
Him
just Brendan
just-
Fraser.
Okay, and this one, what's
Ew.
Dua Lipa doing right now?
I know what she's supposed to be doing.
I'm a big fan.
I wish.
I heard recently that she's a singer of some kind, but I was very familiar with her work before that.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of doesn't know the girl, Plain White T's "Hey There Delilah" song came on, and I was
Okay.
like, I wonder if Delilah is like 50 years old now. So I looked it up. That was about a lady he had met one time, and so she heard a song on the radio, being like, "What the fuck? Do you think that's about me?"
No
And
shit.
it was like he was just like met this lady who was like married, like one time, and this creepo in the Plain White Tees was like obsessed with her and wrote the song about her, and she had to be like, I mean, I interacted with him one time. I don't know what is his deal. most famous song ever for them. Great job,
Well,
guys.
it's funny that you brought that up because I was watching the Coachella live streams and there was a group that played called Emo Night. And they play, it's like a pre-recorded
Yeah,
set, and
they
they
do
play like
Chain.
Hawthorne Heights, and but then like they'll play like the actual song, but then some songs have like dubstep remixes of like Blink 182 or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of it's yeah. Anyway, they brought that dude out and he played a live version of Hey There Delilah, but on the monitor behind him said Hello Delilah, and the Emo Night guys kept saying Hello Delilah, and I was like, wait, is it called Hello Delilah? And I looked it up and I was,
Do they know the song?
yeah, I was like, dude, it
They're
was
like,
on
you
the,
know, whatever. You get
you know, it's a giant Coachella LED screen with the wrong title on there. Like,
And then they brought out Delilah from New York.
chained up.
and
She was crying a majority of the song.
I'm married with children. I don't know this guy from New York.
I just want to make it. I just want to make an announcement. I didn't consent to the song back then, and I don't consent to it now.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Goodbye.
That's standard Delilah.
That's Delilah for you. Sounds like there needs to be a verse 3.
This is my 15-year-old son. He hasn't spoken to him in years. He invited us to Coachella. We're here to make this announcement.
Hey there, Delilah. Why you get that restraining order?
Hey, come here, Delilah. Give me a kiss for the crowd.
Give me a kiss. Come on,
Hey,
the
we all know Delilah.
The fans
Come on,
will love
everyone, kiss me.
it. Kiss him, starting your own chant. Kiss
A
him,
big
kiss
ass
him.
concert of people.
Come here. 50-year-old
Hear it?
woman.
The crowd loves it.
Please stop.
My name is
You
Debbie.
heard him, Delilah. They want it.
I had to change my name legally because of this song.
You
What is the
misheard
matter
me
with you?
when I met you that one
I
minute. My name's Deborah. Yeah, Delilah. Standard
Come here,
Delilah.
Delilah. Typical Delilah.
I came here to serve you, subpoena.
Subpoena.
You are served.
You have been served. Papers. That is a restraining order and a cease and desist. It's a
Hey,
double
there's
whammy.
subpoena.
Hey, there's subpoena.
She's my
You heard about
subpoena
Jason
girl.
Sudeikis?
Wow.
You heard about Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde?
Are they divorced?
No, what?
He like people are claiming because Olivia Wilde got served divorce papers in the middle of CinemaCon.
Oh yeah.
CinemaCon was
No,
earlier
yeah.
this week.
I heard about that.
Yeah, and people were saying, how did this person get on stage during a
Yeah.
panel at CinemaCon? Someone came on stage and served her divorce papers. And people are
That's
being like,
awesome.
how did this person get a fucking credential to be able to get on stage? And Sudeikis wasn't at CinemaCon. So people
I
think
saw-
he like gave this person his credentials
His
to get on
credential.
stage.
I saw
to serve her divorce
I saw
papers.
them talking about that on Reddit. There was a person who was like, I used to serve paperwork, and it's not controlled by the person who tells you to do it. It's really it's controlled by the
By
company.
the lawyer,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Dude, that is absolutely
yeah.
hilarious, though. Like, hey, oh,
Yeah.
do you want my autograph? No. Here you go.
Yeah,
That's legendary.
Otter.
You have to be in court.
Well, because it's
But-
not
but
like
hon-
if they literally announce their name as they're sitting down. Here's Olivia Wilde. If you're serving any subpoenas, here she is. Right
Yeah,
here.
She's open
He's
for court
answering any
business.
question.
That those always baffle me. Like, who goes to those cons to see? Like, who cares? Like, what are you gonna do with Olivia Wilde's
Ooh.
autograph? Like, oh,
Wow.
wow.
No, I don't
Yeah.
even think No, I don't even think CinemaCon does autographs. I think they just do movie studios do panels and talk about their upcoming slate.
Well,
People just go to
my
watch.
question
I understand.
Why did you
Yeah,
go?
I understand Comic-Con. I understand
yeah, of
that
course,
stuff for
of course.
sure, but CinemaCon sounds just like they're
Like, you
trying
just
to
show
get
up to
the
watch
same
movie
sort of-
trailers in front of the people in the movie. Like,
Yeah,
I'd rather go to
Great.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
Con than CinemaCon.
Hell yeah, same.
Cinnabon Con.
Yeah, I'd go to CinemaCon way before CinemaCon.
Whoa! They introduced
Here we
cinnamon roll.
go.
Yeah, CinemaCon sounds awful. Just a bunch of fucking awful movies.
What I texted you guys this week about Deepwater with Ben Affleck. So did
Oh,
any of
yeah.
you guys end up like reading about it or even seeing it?
I was
No.
camping this weekend, but
Sorry.
I caught up on the group message after I
Yeah.
got back yesterday.
Dude,
I
it
heard about
is
it.
one of the worst movies I've ever watched. It's one of those movies where, spoiler alerts obviously, but
Please.
Please spoil it.
it starts with, he's married to Ana de Armas,
Massive.
which massive. But the movie starts with her blatantly cheating on him in front of him, like in his face. And everybody, all his friends at the party are just like, hey, she's, going off with what's his name again. And he's just like, I don't care. It's not my, that's not my concern. And it turns into him going to these guys in private and being like, hey, I'm going to kill you if you keep trying to fuck my wife. And they still keep fucking the wife. And,
But he sounds kind of into it.
No, and that's the thing. He gets
That's like part of the role. That's part of the role play.
movie. All movie.
He's
gets
like, I'm
cut.
gonna kill you guys, but keep fucking her.
Yeah, he's
Like all
getting off
movie,
on it.
he's inviting them over for dinner. They're blatantly like hooking up with the wife in front of him, and only near the end does he actually show he kills a guy, and then gets caught in the act of trying to get rid of the body. But the guy who caught him dies by driving off a cliff, and then
On accident or on purpose?
on accident because he chases him down on a mountain
I
bike.
can't be in this movie anymore.
I was gonna say the
Yeah,
same thing.
Oh, and like crashes his
This
car.
movie's a dumpster fire.
And then the end of the movie is the wife going, "You killed for me. That means you love me, and I love you too." And that's it. There's no explanation of why she cheats on him. There's no explanation of why he sticks around and doesn't divorce her. There's no
there's an
explanation of why
explanation.
he's into it. The movie
Oh,
ends
there's an
and you're like,
explanation.
no,
Yeah,
there's a lot of self
I
explanation.
just wanted to know what it was like to be with a guy who didn't have a giant, colorful phoenix tattoo on his back.
Another friend of the pod, Ben Affleck.
But it was literally just like the movie ends and you're like, they didn't answer one fucking question. Like it was just a whole movie of him being a cuck the entire time.
Which
Wow.
says something about something.
When did this come out?
It came
Yeah,
out like a week ago or something like that.
Dude,
It
I
was very
think-
recent.
Dude, but I
Yeah, it
think
was
they filmed.
brand
So
new.
I think they knew it was trash though, because I think they
It went
filmed
straight to
this a
Hulu.
long time ago when
Yeah.
him and that chick were dating in real life. But that was like years ago. That was like before the whole J-Lo thing. That trash house was crazy. Not trap house,
Dude.
trash house.
Oh yeah. There was definitely wild times that went down there for sure.
Beautiful front lawn though.
Beautiful. When we rototilled that thing.
Really, really well maintained front lawn, full of grass.
To be fair, that trend has continued into my adult years, where thinking a job around the house is going to be a lot easier than it is, and then realizing about a quarter of the way through,
It's not.
oh fuck, this is actually way harder. I've screwed up the house permanently, and now I got to figure out what to do.
How do I replace this
How do
professionally?
yeah, I'm spending twice as much to get somebody to do it
Yeah.
professionally.
I better call 12 of my friends over for a party.
that'll solve it right away.
We gotta brainstorm something here.
Hey guys, we
We gotta
really
think.
fucked up the lawn. What do you think we should do about this? This is pretty
Modelo's or Coronas? What are we doing
bad.
about
Maybe
this?
we just invite like 40 people over and see what happens.
All right. I like the way Cam's going.
And how does that help the lawn? Well,
lawn?
I mean, it's not going to
What?
hurt the lawn.
Yeah, we'll
that's
worry
right.
about the lawn later.
Don't worry, two guys will be fighting out there in a matter of minutes.
Yeah,
But they're having trouble fighting because the grass is in such bad condition.
Yeah,
that their speed are
see,
going
it worked
down.
out. It's a real
There
deterrent
was
for
no
fights out
grass.
there.
I remember
say-
after that happened, a bunch of people and they were like walking back to their cars, and I was walking to my car by myself, like 5 feet behind them, because like obviously the party ended, they were done fighting, so everyone's leaving. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back to my car. Turns around and goes, Cam, don't do it, man, don't do it, don't fight. And I'm like,
I don't care about either of these guys.
I was like,
Yeah, I could
What?
care less.
I hope they both kill each other.
Yeah, I was-
I really don't
Have
oh,
at it.
you think I gotta defend? I'm gonna go after her by myself, sucker punch him in the
Let's
side
get
of his
this going
ear.
again, buddy. Boss
7
is here.
feet tall. Matt, 7 feet tall.
feet tall.
Don't fucking do it, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not gonna do it. I'm getting in my car. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Don't follow me.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking do it, man. Ain't worth it.
Yeah, they
Whoa.
just showed up at his house because he would always have parties. He lived right around the corner from me, and so they showed up, and it's like, what are you gonna do? You're either gonna get in a fight, not letting
Yeah.
them in, or reap the consequences
let
of
them
them
party
being
here.
there. And so sure
Yeah.
enough, he's like, well, whatever. What am I gonna do? And so of course they start shit, and so he tries to kick him out, and his dad tries to get involved. Somebody grabbed like a broom from the garage and just snapped it over his back.
Jeez.
Like
Like,
probably
like,
not even that painful, but just like hilarious.
Fuck.
The audacity.
Why do you get a pool cue?
Hey guys,
It's like a
you know,
WWE.
it's getting kind of late. I think I'm gonna break this up soon.
Thanks for having me.
My back.
Teddy ball game.
And then they leave.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
I'll
lady.
see you guys. See you
Been a
guys.
very lovely evening.
I'll pick up a new broom tomorrow for you.
Somehow it didn't erupt in
I'm
a
sorry
fight,
about the
but
bird.
shortly after that, with no announcement at all, at my house,
Right,
he came over and out of nowhere just slaps across the face, and we're like, what the fuck? And obviously
I thought you were gonna
Fireworks
say
is the whole-
broke a broom over your dad's back.
He threw over an hour.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't had nothing to do with me.
I saw you there.
Son of a bitch.
He's
Your dad's like, what the fuck, Ryan? What'd you do?
Hey,